Hey you guys, it's a pretty good view. I've been really lucky finding really nice spots to camp on this trip for free. Uh, there's so much there's so much land out here that's available to use for camping. That's just, I mean, some of it is kind of crappy, but some of it is perfect. Really, really beautiful spots where no one is, and you can just get away, get out into the natural world. So I'm here in the Red Earth in Utah, and I guess I just wanted to get on here today and just give some of the experiences that I've been having lately, some of the dreams and the visions and just energetic stuff that's been going on. And I don't know, like, I don't really know why I feel these urges and pulls to put this kind of stuff up on YouTube. It just seems like it's the only thing I ever really feel like or care about making a video about. And then some other times it just feels like stupid and a waste of time, and like no one's gonna care anyways. But then other times there's just like this pull at me to put my the dreams that I'm having and the visions that I'm having up here in case they could be of use to somebody. So I guess that's what I'm doing. I never really knew like what my channel would be about, or if it would ever be about anything, and I still don't. But this I guess has seemed to become a little bit of a theme. Several of my videos lately have been about my dreams or visions or energetic experiences that I've had. So yeah, and it helps me to when I speak them out loud in words to process them even deeper. So even if no one ever hears them, if it's of no use to anyone besides myself, at least I'm helping myself, and that's always number one anyway. So let me think. What were the first ones I wanted to talk about? Okay, so I had a dream a few nights ago. Actually, I don't even remember if it was a dream or if it was a vision before I fell asleep. They get kind of mixed up. And I'm having these kind of things like all throughout the day, every day now. But obviously I'm not gonna like detail my entire life on YouTube, but I'll just give like the ones that have been the most profound to me. And maybe somebody else can get use out of them. Because I know when I hear other people give their experiences or dreams or visions or whatever they're going through during this crazy time on Earth, it always affirms for me what I'm experiencing too. So anyways, all of that out of the way, I had a dream the other night that, let's see, I was in like this giant cave, so I'm guessing it was underground. It was a place I had never seen before or imagined before. It was just like this giant room that was cave shaped, and there was like a desk, a large long desk at the front of the room, and there was a man there, and there were these what looked like giant sand paintings. And they were all stacked up on the walls, just rows and rows and rows of these paintings. And there's a man standing there with them at his desk, and he was calling out names, and each person would go up and he would give one of the paintings to the person, and they would go on their way. So there was a lot of people there, but nobody was really like interacting with each other. there was a few like couples here and there that were quietly talking, but mostly it was just quiet. Everybody was waiting for their name to be called. And then my name was called, and I got my painting, and it turned out it was a sand painting, but it was a map, and there were no two alike. Each person was specific to them. And so I got mine and I took it over to another little like desk study area in the room and was starting to look it over and trying to decipher it and figure it out. And it was, I guess it was understood in the dream that you could decipher some of it now, but you're not going to be able to understand the whole thing now. So it's going to take time for it to like reveal itself, I guess you could say. And then a friend came over and he had his map, and so we were sort of like comparing ours, trying to figure them out. So anyways, that was the dream. That was pretty interesting. Seemed like time appropriate for right now, as like a lot of us are sort of changing. Our world is changing, our inner world is changing, our outer world is changing, and everything's a little bit up in the air, and I feel like we're kind of being given new maps for our lives, or new something, new something for our lives, for our journeys. And everyone's is specific to them. Everyone's has specific instructions for what they're meant to accomplish here. And I know that's been like something that's been really frustrating for me, is the whole idea of just not having a direction. Having so many things that I know are special about me, that are unique about me, that I want to put out into the world. And not that I'm any specialer, more specialer than the next person. Obviously I'm not. And I definitely know that. But, you know, each one of us is unique and is special in our own way. As long as we don't get, let that specialness go to our head and think that we're more special than anybody else, then we're good. So anyways, the map dream was kind of like, it was nice because it felt like, maybe you don't understand exactly everything that's going on. Maybe it can't all be revealed right this minute, but answers are on the way. Just keep doing your best, and your next steps will reveal themselves as they're meant to be shown to you. So there was that one. And then I'm trying to think. There was like 4 things I wanted to share, and I can't remember now. Okay, so the next one was this, I guess I sort of did energetic surgery on myself yesterday. So I wanted to share about that. It's something that I've done before, and I learned to do it about 2 years ago. When there was like 2 or 3 months where I was with a group of people we were doing Mushroom Monday every single Monday for like 2 or 3 months, and it was during that time that I really got into as far as I could go with mushrooms, I feel like, and so there was some times in there where I was shown energy attachments on other people and on myself, and I was guided through how to work with those and say goodbye to them, send them back to source. So yesterday I was having a hard time. I almost got in a wreck. This crazy lady almost slammed into me, and got a hair. Oh God. Okay, got it. And then I went to a store, and just from being around so many people at once, I just felt like panic attack coming on really strong. And I just felt like, just out of, like, really bad, out of sorts. I thought I was going to have a full-blown panic attack, but I didn't. I got myself out into a park, into a place away from people where I could just zone out and get in my element. And the way that I've sort of done these energetic removals or surgeries or whatever you want to call them, it's never the same, and it's always such a subtle thing that it's hard to even describe how you do it, because you almost, or at least I almost have to not be doing it to do it. Like, I have to be almost not seeing it or not aware of it in order to make it happen. Like, I have to really get myself out of the way, I guess is what I'm trying to say, but still maintain the space and the awareness enough to recognize what's going on and to work with it. So it turned out that I found, after some struggle and some letting go of whether or not I was able to fix how I was feeling or not, I was able to find a black spider attachment, and it was revealed to me that this spider was the weaver of doubt. So that's why I was having so much doubt in myself, particularly yesterday, but in general throughout my life. This felt like a very old attachment, but and she was also a mocker of pain. So she was a weaver of doubt and a mocker of my pain. And she had been with me for a long time, and she was weak because of all of the work that I have been doing energetically and just within to clear myself and heal myself. But she had still been able to hide from, like, my inner vision. And so I had asked to be able to see whatever it was that was attacking me or bothering me yesterday. And when I let go enough, I was able to glimpse her for just a second. And she was just this, like, very weakened, haggard, but still very determined, old spider, black spider. And she was just, creeping around in there, doing her thing. And she knew as soon as I saw her that it was over. And she did put up a bit of a fight, as with whatever strength she had left, but it was over from the moment that I saw her. Because once you know your power and you demand that an entity leave you, they must. They have to listen. They have to. They have no place within you. And once you know that and you're able to command that, they have to listen. So she put up a fight, but I got her out, flushed her out, sent her back to source with a mirror and golden sparkles and love. Because in all honesty, these attachments that we have with us, they have served purposes, and they have brought us to where we are. They have protected us in some cases. But when it's time to let them go, it's time to let them go, and they have to go. So you send them away with love, and you do the thing. For me, it's never quite the same any time that I've done it. It's always different. I never really know what to expect. So it's still a work in progress, but I got rid of the spider yesterday, and I was exhausted afterwards, but also felt much, much lighter. And then a few hours after that, I felt pretty great, and today I feel great. So So there was that experience. And then this morning I was dreaming at like kind of like as I was waking up, I was dreaming of this wide open field, and there were like these old ancient doorways like scattered on this field all over the place. And there was a path that went through them, and the path was leading up to this one door at the top of the hill that was full of light. And there were people coming out of all of the doorways scattered on the hill and in the meadow and just all throughout the landscape. There were people walking out of these doorways and making their way up to the doorway full of light at the top of the hill. So I thought that was very symbolic as well. Oof, I'm getting like the shakes in my voice, which usually means it means something. Yeah, I'm getting the tremblies. So there's that one. It seemed pretty meaningful. It seemed very appropriate for what's happening right now with a lot of people coming out of their old doorways, old closets, old paths, old stories, and all making our way up to a better one, a new one, a brighter one. Yeah. So there was that, and also the last thing I think I wanted to talk about was I'm finally, I don't know if it has anything to do with the spider that I got rid of yesterday or not, but I can finally sometimes see that the rainbow slash pink thing, wave that people are talking about that's coming through. Whenever I look up, especially into the sky, but just out into whatever, it's always like sparkly and moving, like not the actual landscape, but there's like an overlay on top of it that moves and sparkles. And sometimes I can see like to me it looks like a thumbprint. Some people I've heard say it looks like a grid, which I guess I could say sometimes it does, but I don't know why. I just like the thumbprint idea more. I don't know why. So it looks like lines, and they're always moving and swirling, and sometimes I'll see like one area that gets like kind of vortexy, or it's just always changing, always different, but it always sparkles. And lately I've been able to see, it's been in the past few months, I've been able to sometimes think that I see sort of like a rainbow color moving in the grid or in the thumbprint or through the sparkles. But this morning I definitely could see it. I could see it very clearly. So that's just, I guess, confirmation for me that this wave, I mean, I know all of these energies that people are talking about are coming through because I feel them. I got blasted with one last week on the 8th. That was just like hours of this complete bliss out. I had to sit myself down in the car at this park in Arizona and just let it take over. And it was just like tingles and shivers and just the best feeling of contentment and love and just peace. And it was wonderful. And it lasted for a few hours. And then it kind of made me like kind of woozy, I guess, sort of tired and like kind of not drunk, but like just kind of out of it. Like I didn't care about anything. It was like a natural Molly, I guess, or natural ecstasy. So I know these waves are coming through for sure, but today, this morning, I was able to actually see it. So that was very cool. So anyways, this video is getting kind of long, so I'm going to stop here, and thanks for listening. If you can ever get out to Utah, do it. Utah is one of the most beautiful places I have ever seen. Every time I come here, my mind is blown and my jaw just like stays on the floor. Anyways, alright, see you guys later.